This week, the most powerful AI model on Earth got switched off worldwide in a matter of hours, and I want to walk you through exactly what happened, because buried inside this story is a lesson that could save your business real money. I'm Victor with week.On AI. Let's break it down. Anthropic, the company behind Claude, released its sharpest model yet, called it Fable 5, top of the line. Then just days later, the US government stepped in with something called an export control directive. In plain English, an order to cut off access to this model for foreign nationals, citing national security. And here's where it gets interesting. Anthropic didn't try to thread the needle or carve out exceptions. They pulled the entire model for everybody, everywhere, almost instantly. Gone. Now, you might be thinking, it's a chatbot. Why is Washington involved? Here's why. The top-tier models have gotten good enough at things like finding software vulnerabilities and understanding biology that they're now considered dual use. That's a term worth knowing. Dual use means the very same capability that can defend a system could also be used to attack one. Same tool, two very different hands. That's the line the government got nervous about. For the record, Anthropic has said publicly they believe the order is based on a misunderstanding that the capability in question already exists in other AI tools on the market, and they're working to switch it back on. We'll see how that plays out. Okay, national security, export law, frontier AI, heavy stuff. But here's the part I actually want you to hear as a business owner. Almost nobody's business broke. The tools running day-to-day operations, the customer chatbots, the email drafts, the automations, the content engines never went down. When the big model vanished, those systems quietly rolled over to the next best model and kept right on working. No scramble, no downtime. Most owners didn't even know it happened. That is not luck. That is what a well-built system is supposed to do. So here's the lesson. Sit with this one. In AI, everybody chases the shiny object, the newest model, the biggest benchmark, the flashiest demo. And listen, staying current is literally my job. I love this stuff. But your business does not run on hype. It runs on process. Think about it. A system that books appointments while you sleep. A workflow that turns one idea into a blog post, a video, and 3 social posts. A follow-up sequence so no lead slips through the cracks. None of that depends on owning the single most powerful model on the planet. It depends on dependable tools wired into a process that works, and the ability to swap one part out without the whole machine grinding to a halt. The businesses that got burned this week, they bet everything on one brand new tool with no backup. The ones that didn't even notice, they built on a process and treated the model like a swappable part. So what do you actually do with this? This week, take 10 minutes and find your single points of failure. Your CRM, your booking system, your AI assistant, your automations. Then ask one honest question about each. If this disappeared tomorrow, does my business limp along or fall over? If the answer is fall over, that's not a tech problem. That's a risk. And risk is something you can fix before the tow truck shows up in your driveway. That's the difference between using AI and depending on it. One makes you faster, the other makes you fragile. This is exactly the kind of noise I track so you don't have to. If you want a straight up gut check on where your business is exposed, reach out. One conversation, one clear next step. I'm Victor with week.On AI, bridging the gap. I'll catch you in the next one.